The Office of Rare Diseases Research, or ORDR, is part of the National Center for Advancing Translational Sciences, or NCATS, at NIH. So, as NCATS's name implies, it's focused on the translational science process. It's disease agnostic, aren't really focused on any one particular disease, but rather the translating of observations in the lab, in the clinic, in the community to try to accelerate developing of therapies for patients. So the Office of Rare Diseases Research within NCATS, again, as the name implies, we are focused on rare diseases generally, and our patient is the rare disease research process. So we are disease agnostic as long as it's rare, and we're trying to improve the research environment, hopefully to benefit all rare diseases and all patients. So we have a number of areas that we focus on to try to contribute to this. Our largest program is the Rare Disease Clinical Research Network, or the RDCRN. So this is a collaborative network of 20 different consortia and a data management and coordinating center, which kind of sticks the network together. So through this model with 20 consortia, each consortium has to study 3 or more rare diseases at the same time, and they have to be related in some way. So through this kind of a model, we're actually able to study about 250 rare diseases within the network. And what we're trying to do is discover efficiencies, collaborations, ways to accelerate and improve research, share information, data standards, things like that. Also as part of this network, which I think is something that's been unique over the years, is that researchers, clinicians, other allied health professionals work in partnership with patient advocacy groups. So the patients are actually leaders. They come to the table, they have input, and their voices are heard. So it's a very efficient way of doing research, but also a good quality way to do rare disease research. Our second biggest program is the Genetics and Rare Diseases Information Center, or GARD. So this is a free public resource. We have information on the website about 6,500 different rare diseases that anybody can come to in English and in Spanish. And we also offer an individual inquiry service. So again, anyone can contact us by email or by phone anywhere in the world. And we try to help them if they have questions. A typical customer of our inquiry service, for example, is a parent. Maybe they have a child that was born with a rare disease. They don't know anything about it, and they really don't know what to do. So, but we'll take any question. And then we have a variety of small grant programs for things like clinical trial readiness. We've just stood up a funding announcement for trying to shorten the diagnostic odyssey, which is a big challenge for rare diseases. We have a couple of therapeutics development program. One is called PAVE-GT, which stands for Platform Vector Gene Therapy, where we're trying to develop 4 gene therapies at the same time. So again, it's this many diseases at a time approach to try to build efficiencies into the process rather than going disease at a time for 7,000 to 10,000 different rare diseases, which at the rate we're going would take about 2,000 years. And obviously that's just way too long. And we have another one for what we call shared molecular etiologies, which is again trying to look at diseases a different way. So if the etiology underpinning diseases, even if the diseases look very differently, can they be treated with one drug within the same protocol to try to gain efficiencies there? So that's been something that's been used in rare cancers, and now we're trying to see if that would work for rare non-oncology genetic diseases. And then we do a variety of collaborative activities. Every year we do Rare Disease Day at NIH. We bring the community either into NIH or virtually into NIH these past year or so to try to showcase research and rare diseases going on at NIH, but also patients really have a voice at this too. And patients are speakers, they organize sessions, they take part in the meeting, and we try to bring information to the community that way. So those are just some of our programs that we're working on.